Well, we have a number of different projects going on right now in the studio, including different media, stained glass, painting. We're doing some mosaics and so on for churches around the country. Right now we're working with a lot of these pieces for a church out in Independence, Missouri. And for them we're doing a large mural that's comprised of this oil painting here, as well as all the paintings you see on the wall in the other room, and a centerpiece, which was a coronation scene that I painted last year as part of the first phase. Yeah, so this is another project here for a church in Jacksonville. And so I start out things with little color studies like this. So you go through a whole round of drawings and sketches, and then add color to them. This is a watercolor. And then once we get the approval for these and the funds are there, we'll draw up these cartoons, so line drawings that show exactly how each piece is to be cut. And we cut the glass on top of that and then lay it out all here on the light box so that we can begin with the painting process. Typically what we'll do is lay out a trace line of the whole drawing, and that's fired as an independent layer. And once that is sealed down and sort of locked in, we take it back out of the kiln and start the shading. So usually a panel like the one that you just saw over there inset in the rose window will have 4 or so layers of paint. And ones that are more complex, like the St. Joseph window that we looked at a moment ago, in the face might even have 6 or 7 layers of paint, each fired independently. Part of the glass that's in here and here is a silver nitrate that's applied to the surface of the glass, and also fired in the kiln at a lower temperature, about 1050 degrees, and that actually stains the glass, and that's where the term stained glass comes from, is in the Middle Ages they used that. You know, we've specialized here in figurative art, so most everything I do has some figurative component to it, and painting the figure in a way that is realist but still idealized in a way is something that's a hallmark of a lot of what we do in here. Everyone who enters into those spaces, it sort of brings theology to life, and that it can do that for people in a church setting is extremely meaningful. Our common past is, and what our end goal is ultimately, and our destination, the sort of the end of it all, is all depicted there. And so it sort of is, again, theology incarnate in a sense, represented in stone and glass and mosaic tile and pigment on canvas and so on. These are all very physical things that we're using to represent spiritual ideas and greater themes.